Now it's recording. I'll put this.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a what I learned from my first year at college video. I went to Florida State University in Tallahassee, Florida, so go Noles. Basically, I'm going to break this video down into 4 different categories. It's going to be academics, relationships, self-development, and partying. So I'll put timestamps between videos so you can see, like, if you want to skip to a different part, then you can just watch that part. And if not, then just watch the whole video and, you know, get this knowledge. So first, I'll start off with academics. There's really no difference between how academics in college and academics in high school. It's just different course material. The same studying habits that you had in high school, the same, I don't know, like the same way that you used your resources in high school is basically the same way you're going to use them in college. It's just you're going to have to apply them by yourself, and you're going to have to like have a lot of time management. I had classes, for example, from like 11 to 12, and then I had another class from like 1 to 3, and then for the rest of the afternoon I'd either be like in the library or I'd be at home, or like it's just basically you get to pick and choose how you want to allocate your time. College is basically the time where you kind of grow in the habits that you wanted to develop in high school. And so if you realize that you were really smart in this subject but you just didn't put work into it, then that's the time where you put work into it and you nurture that part of yourself so you can grow to be like whatever. I'm using my hands a lot. Find at least 3 to 5 places where you know you're gonna get work done, and your room cannot be one of them, because there have been so many times where I was tired at the library and I was like, I just want to go home. So I went home and I was like, oh, I'll just do work at home. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't do work at home. I sat down and I did nothing. Because you're at home and you're in your bed and that's where you sleep. So guess what you're gonna want to do? What the heck? You're gonna want to sleep. Find a library, find like a rooftop, find like a place, like I know the residence halls usually have study rooms in them. You can go in those. Just find somewhere quiet, just something that you can rely on, and a place that you know you can go to get work done that you need to. Always have snacks with you, because if you're hungry, you're not going to want to do anything at all. Best snacks for me, because they're both healthy and they kind of fill you up pretty fast, is like almonds, cashews. I don't like peanuts. Or you could have like smoothies. I usually got like, there's this place called Natural on campus at FSU where they make like your personalized smoothies, so you get to choose what goes in them. Those are really good for you and they fill you up so fast. Sometimes I could go like half a day on just that smoothie. Don't recommend it, but you can. So another tip is to deep dive for PDFs of textbooks before you want to buy them. Okay, actually, this isn't a tip. This is just like a sneaky thing that you can do. I have saved so much money from like deep diving online. And when I say deep dive, I mean like deep dive. You'll save so much money. And you'll have like a digital edition of your textbook, so you don't have to carry it around everywhere, and your backpack will be a lot lighter. Kind of saving the environment too. I don't know, you know, you tell me. I don't know. Also get acquainted with your library, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there. If you don't have a printer, that's where you're going to be printing stuff. If you don't have a laptop or computer, that's where you're going to be going. If you need like tutoring, they have a lot of tutors there usually. So yeah, you're going to probably want to check out books or something. Get acquainted with your library, because over the next like 4 years or however long you're going to be there, it's going to become like a really important tool for you. Because like when you pay tuition, you're like you're breaking the bank, but also you're breaking the bank for a reason. Like they have to buy these things so that students can, like, you know, succeed and give their schools a good rep. So they have those things there for you. Just make sure that you know that they're there. College is a time where you're going to want to know the material that you're studying, because you're going to need to apply that material in the future. So if you're learning something and you don't understand any of it, then you need to like back up and ask for help, because you're going to need to know that material in the future. It's bound to come up again if you're learning it right now. So now I'll get into relationships, and when I say relationships, I mean that professionally, romantically, platonically, like your best friends. These are just like the connections that you make in college. One of the things I took away after my first year when I got home was that honesty goes the longest of ways. If you just aren't afraid to share your reasoning behind things, then it makes it a lot easier for people to understand you, and when people understand you, it's harder for them to judge you. Honesty, romantically, platonically, you know, just like I said, professionally, just don't be afraid to speak what you feel and what you feel is right or wrong. And yeah, because it's gonna only eat you up because nobody's in your head with you. Also, relationships are very much a two-way street. It takes two to tango. If one of you is putting in work and the other one isn't, it's not gonna work. If one of you is always making plans, and if one of you is always trying to communicate, or if only one of you is always trying to, I don't know, like offer support, it's not gonna work because it takes two people to be in a relationship. You can't have just one relationship because that's like self, like that's, I mean, you can have a relationship with yourself, but that's not what I'm trying to say. It takes two to tango. You're hurting yourself basically if you're trying to force a relationship on someone who clearly doesn't want to be in one or doesn't want to form one with you. A guy that you just, oh, you're gonna marry him, he's so cute, like, girl, leave him alone. If there's this job that you really want, don't be all up in that boss's, like, you know, life. You have to be patient with both relationships and basically with everything you're doing. You, like, for me, like, one of those things is like my skin. Like, I do something for it, like I put on a mask and then I wash my face and I'm like, why does my face still look the same? Well, girl, that was 5 minutes ago. You have to be patient. Things don't just happen like exactly when you want them to. It takes time and consistency, and that applies to everything that you're doing in college. Also, another thing with relationships, if there's ever drama, that's basically like the peak, not like, but like that's the climax of the relationship. And that it's basically like this, but this is the drama right here, and this is where you decide whether you want to give it up, or this is where you decide whether this relationship is meant to like go. If this relationship was meant for a reason or for a season. Drama is right there in the middle. That's where you decide whether reason, season. And you gotta be smart. Like I said before, one person reciprocating and the other person's not. If you feel like it's just things that are getting in the way of your like schedules, but you feel like if you put more work in, then it could be a good relationship, stick it out. Tough it out. It's very important to find a balance between doing it recklessly and saying no, because I feel like a lot of the time we feel like we need to be at our friends, like beck and call, make sure that we're always there for them every single time we need something. But like sometimes it's also very important to make sure that you're good and make sure that, you know, even if they really need something right now, like you can't, like if there was like a verse in the Bible, I think, like you can't help someone take a pick out of their eye if there's one, like an even bigger one in yours. So you have to make sure you're good first before you try to apply yourself to other people. Next, I'm going to be going into self-development. Comparison kills. Everybody knows that, but not that many people apply it. Don't be afraid to try out things that you think might work for you, even if you don't see other people doing them. And if you do see other people doing them, that also is not a reason for you to not. And also always have something at the back of your mind motivating you, because it's going to be very difficult to like have motivation if you're not working towards a goal, I find. So always have something motivating you, whether it's like the end of the semester, whether it's like you want to treat yourself, whether, you know, just always something that you're working towards. Because if you're not working towards something, then you're just kind of staying stagnant, and you should never be in a point in your life where you're just not growing or you're not working towards something. Take vitamins and supplements with you, because I feel like you're not going to be getting all the nutrients that you need from like having coffee and eating pizza, especially if you're iron deficient, because the girl, we ain't passing out 2019. That's not what we're doing. And if you want that train, get off of it, because it's leading you down a dirty road. Get off of that bus, get off of that train, take your vitamins and supplements, period. Always have like things outside of academics that you like to do, or else you're gonna go crazy. I like to watch movies. Everybody likes to watch movies, but like that's something that calms me now. I have like a file on my Google Drive where I just write my like what I'm feeling, what's been going on. I like journaling. That's basically what it is, journaling. If you like going to the gym, get your just basically find something to alleviate the stress, because after a day of like working, or after a day of classes back to back, or studying for like 5 hours straight, you're gonna want to go home to do something that you enjoy. Yeah, just find something that you like to do on the side, a little hobby, you know, get your thumb to do it. If you're going through a rut, document it, because then it makes it a lot easier to analyze yourself and analyze how you got there and analyze what helped you get out of it, so that the next time it could be a lot easier to deal with, and you kind of know where it's coming from, especially if you've been through it before and you documented it and you can read it back. It's also very like cool reading back how you used to feel and seeing how you've grown from that. I feel like that kind of motivates you to like keep going. Document it, write down how you're feeling. Don't be honest with yourself if like you feel like there's something about your mind that you don't want to admit, but you like feel like you need to get it out. I like to write in highlighter sometimes, because then I can't really read it back, and then I just like rip it up and throw it away. You can't be happy all the time, and if you want to be happy all the time, that is a very unhealthy goal. You might wake up and feel grateful every day, you might wake up and feel like joy every day, but you're not going to be happy all the time. Also have one professional outfit at the back of your closet handy, because you might need it for an interview or a presentation, and you're just not going to be wanting to go to like Express or like JCPenney and trying to find like a professional outfit. So always have one at the back of your closet. Not only important to be honest with other people, but it's also very important to be honest with yourself, because that's one of the only ways you can grow. If you're not identifying the problems that you have with yourself and what's impeding your growth, then you're gonna be stuck there. So learn to be confident in your emotions. Be confident in your yeses and your nos. If you want to do something and you're doing it for the right reasons, period. If you don't want to do something and you don't want to do it because of this and this and this, period. Just make sure you're not being dumb. Don't beat up on yourself if you have lazy days, because you need them. Your brain needs them to function, just like your body needs to sleep every night. Your brain needs to rest, at least for like a day or two. It's okay to have a lazy day every once in a while. It's all good. Take care of yourself, have off days, drink water. Analyze your feelings and inner thoughts and emotions, and you know, do face masks, do your nails, do things that make you happy, period. Find one thing to feed your creativity, one thing to keep you active, and find another thing to make you money, because those are basically just like a sum up of everything you're gonna need. You know, get you right up here, get you right up here, get you right here, like you're good. Now I'm gonna be getting into the partying phase, and you know, going to the club, which I did once. It was fine. Like, I had a good time. Try it at least once, even if you're not a pretty person. Know your limit, because if you want to act grown, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences. So this is Thursday night, girl. So I'm gonna do it, you know. It's at 8 a.m. My camera's literally flashing at me, so I'll end the video here. I kind of already said what I really wanted to say about partying, because like I said, I'm not really that much of a party person. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. I'll see you, I want to say next video, but we'll see. Make that piece not chicken.
But I got no time, I gotta focus. Period. I'm done with the intro. Why you always cut your hair up like that?
Because I like it like that.
No, should not stop. The song that say, these girls ain't really no good with me. These girls just wanna have fun with me. Ta 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 ta.
I don't know what it's called.
Bye. Cut my hair.
Good luck.